Alrighty, welcome back guys to another episode of the Jarvis series here on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to take kind of a little bit of a step away from the main Jarvis body and start preparing for some other applications that I want to have that will interact with the server. So, previously we made the server and client models, which are here and here. This is the client model. And what this does is it allows us to get multiple results from different inputs. It has still the same if-else statements where it figures out what you say and then it responds back and it sends it back to that individual person or that individual client. That's the word I'm looking for. And then in the previous episode, we coded this Discord bot where it will get messages from Discord and then do the same thing. It'll still send them to the server, get responses, send it back. The idea for this is I'm going to start coding what would be a Google Home. It's my own custom one, because what I want to be able to do is if, for example, I was playing music on there and I wanted to stop playing there and start playing on my computer, I could have it go from there to my computer. That's going to go through the server and all kinds of stuff. But we have a few things we have to do before that. So this is a previous version of my alarm clock, or the Google Home. So this is what we're going to be working on here soon. It's supposed to be touchscreen, because I'm going to be putting this on a Raspberry Pi with just a 800 by 600 display. So it displays, of course, the time and the date, and if you click anywhere, you can go to all these different screens. Some of these I haven't finished coding, like this one, but you can go to other tabs. You can play music through it. You get the idea. It gets the weather, and it allows us to interact with the Wi-Fi. Alright, so to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to make a few more helper files or helper definitions inside the helper file. So we're going to pull over to the helper file, and I've went through here as far as I know, and I've gotten rid of all these API keys, and all I've done is I have a file over here that's just, I call it secure, and it's got all my keys on there, so I'm not having to type them all out. I don't have to worry about having to create a new one every single time. So let's start with the Wi-Fi problem. So let's see, I could have left that open. So inside this program, when you run the settings and you do Wi-Fi, there's a list here that gets all the Wi-Fi, and that's what we're going to do first. Go back to help. So def get Wi-Fi list. Yes. And then there's another one that we're going to be doing, which is connecting to the Wi-Fi to that. So on there, if you actually click on them, it'll connect to that specific Wi-Fi. So we're going to do connect to Wi-Fi. And this is going to pass in a Wi-Fi source. Alrighty. So for the Wi-Fi list, we have to import a new deal up here, a new file called subprocess. Alright. And do I have the results? Yes. So to get started, we're going to do results equals subprocess dot check output, open, and then we're going to type in net sh wlan show and network. Then we're going to do results equals results dot decode, and we're going to do it a sky. So that's only needed in Python 3 and I believe newer versions. So if you're doing in Python 2, you can probably leave that out. Of course, if you leave it out and it gives you problems, add it back and see if it fixes it. But anywho, let's continue. We have results equals results again dot replace. We're going to place the /r, which is a new line if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to just place it with a blank line. Next is ls equals results dot split. No, I don't know. I know /n is new line. I'm not really sure what /r is now. So it's going to split, it's going to make a list of results. That's why I named it ls. That is split every new line. And then ls colon 4. And I believe what this does is it gets the Wi-Fi name, or it gets the Wi-Fi data. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've made this. I just know this works specifically, and it took me a long time to figure out how to do it. So I'm not recoding this right now. If I find a better version later, I'll come back and do that. All right, so we need an empty list called SSIDs. And then we're going to set a variable x0, and we'll say while x is less than the length of ls. We're going to say if x %5 is equal to 0. So if x is divisible by 5, SSIDs dot append ls x. And then we're at x plus equals 1. Lastly, return I cannot type. Return SSIDs. So if we run this, you can run stuff from here. All you have to do is just call it. So we'll do get Wi-Fi list. And we'll print this out because it's going to return the value. So print and run it. Oh wait, just create a new one. Python. We're gonna run Jarvis help file.py. So you can see, so number 1 is that one, number 2, you get the idea. It has them all here. So for the connect to Wi-Fi part, what we would be doing, I'll show you as we go, is this one's actually only 2 lines of code. So first off, we're just going to import OS. And we're going to do os.system cmd. This is going to be different for different operating system. This is for Windows specifically. So it's cmd/c open, and it's going to be nesh WAN show networks, and then os.system fstring cmd/c nesh WAN connect name equals, and it's be Wi-Fi source, just like that, and that should be it. So what it's going to do is we have our Wi-Fi list up here. This is going to get all the Wi-Fi. So inside my alarm clock program, which is the Google Home, it's right here. That's how we get all of these. When we connect to one, for example, that one, you can see it did stuff. All it's doing is it's passing in the name, and that name is the ID or the Wi-Fi source. Where is it? So there it is. There was one highlighted. Duh. All right, that's all we're gonna do for those two. So the next thing we're gonna work on is getting the internet, or not internet, getting the weather from the internet. To do that, you need to come over to this openweathermap.org, and we're going to be using the one-call API. So that allows us to get minutely forecast for an hour, hourly forecast, daily forecast, and weather alerts. And then, of course, the current weather. That's most important. Just come in here. You'll need your API key, and I'll have the rest on screen. So what we're going to start with is getting the weekly weather. So we'll do weather, and do I equals 8. Not sure exactly what that's used for right now. I'll figure it out as we go. API underscore key equals secure dot open weather map API key. So this is where you would paste in your key right here. So this would be like, something like that. All right, so next you need your longitude and latitude. So lon and lat equals secure dot lon secure.lat. You have to have your longitude and latitude for the weekly weather. I don't know why, because the hour or the current weather you could just pass into the city. But whatever. So it's weather underscore data equals requests dot get. We're going to do an F string here. https://API dot open weather map .org /data /2.5 /forecasts !lat equals, we're going to pass in lat, and then we're going to do the and symbol, lon equals open lon, and units, I believe, I'm passing in imperial, which I believe is, Fahrenheit and all that. I believe there's a way you can pass in metric, but you'd probably just change this. But like I said, I'm passing in that because that's what we use over here in the States. So imperial and APPID equals API key. App ID equals API ID. Alright. So that should get our weather data. So we're going to do a try statement. So we're going to try time equals weather data dot JSON. So this is returning a JSON file. So we're going to be doing a lot of formatting right now. This is going to get us some very specific details. We're going to pass in list. We're going to pass in that I value. And pass in main. No, skip the line. Pass in DT, which I believe is the daytime. Now we need the minimum tip and the max tip. So min temp equals round, because sometimes it would give me problems. Otherwise, it will throw out like these really long strings. It's just easier just to round it, plus that'll give you like 90 degrees, 80 degrees, whatever, 70, 75. It's not going to be like 75.2913. And that saves space on your computer. We're going to pass in weather data dot JSON. Then we're going to pass in list. Then we're going to pass in I-4. We're going to pass in main. And then we're going to pass in temp underscore min. And we're going to copy this because we're going to do maximum now. So now instead of min, we'll do max. And that's equal to, instead of the I-4, it's just going to be I. And then instead of temp min, it's temp max. So that gives us the minimum maximum temperature. Next, we're going to do the conditions. So this would be like rainy, sunny, whatever. Conditions equals weather data dot JSON. We're going to pass in list I. Where am I? Oh, I didn't break out of that. List I. And this one we're going to do weather 0 main. That's very complicated. It took me quite a long time when I was originally coding all this to get the data that I was looking for, because since it's JSON and I don't deal with JSON very much, it's having all kinds of problems. Next we're going to get precipitation, which is like, I believe, the percent chance of rain. Precipitation. We're going to spell it like that. Weather data dot JSON. Passed in that list value again. And then I. And this one's going to be pop. Next, time equals date time. Do I have the date time imported? Yes, I do. Okay, so datetime dot datetime dot from time stamp time dot str time %a, just like that. That might be a capital D. Whatever, we'll pass it for now. Now return the time condition min temp max temp and precipitation. Next we got our accept. We're just going to return done. So why are you giving me prompts? What is your deal? So we run this, we could do time equals, or time conditions min temp max temp precipitation equals, and we'll do weekly weather. And we'll print out time. This is just to show that what we'll get. Print conditions, nope, conditions, print min temp, print max temp, print precipitation. Let's see if it gives me a problem. Kill all these. And then run this one. Time, conditions, min temp, max temp, precipitation. We're line 88 gave me the problem. Return time, condition, min temp, max temp, precipitation. I'm saying time, condition, min temp, max temp, precipitation equals what do you? Well, let's go look at what I did over here. This is very messy. That's part of the reason we're redoing all this. So don't worry about how messy this is. And it's very long. We're gonna code it snippet by snippet. Okay, so here's one of them. What is this using? Current weather. Okay, so here's the weather app. So let's see. There's a reason that we're passing in these values that way. Just don't know what's going on right now. I mean, let's change these. Just to make sure they're not interfering with something. Run this file. We'll pass rand, I guess. What's it say now? Okay, so what's your problem? I wonder, let me drop time up here. And run this. Done. Do I have internet? I do. So let's try taking it out of this. So if we'll go back even more. So let's get rid of this. Let me show you what we're dealing with. So if I just print out the weather data right here. So print weather data. You're gonna get this. Maybe not. There we go. Response 404. Lovely. What am I connected to? Not sure why you're giving me that problem, but like this one, for example, isn't. hopefully. I do have certain things in here in case it goes wrong. So media, weather. So this is what it should be displaying. So what we should be getting is like Tuesday, or the percentage of rain, the condition, which this one's cloudy or partly cloudy, and then the weather or the temperature. I should be doing that. So, nope, not that one. So why are we not getting that? Did I spell something wrong in here? Maybe it's a 2.5. Let's run 3.0. Nope. Control Z. Let me go. I'm trying to steal way up here. Where is it? Weather. Let's steal this right here. Where is it? Let me pass that in, see if that gets it. Wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Screw it, we're gonna go down here. This one. I guess I'm just gonna change my API key here in a minute. Don't bother me too much. Control V. Control Z. What was the problem? A misbuild forecast. So let's go back to when I had everything the way it was. Go all the way back. Now we're just gonna Control V and run. What we got? Alright, we're gonna remove these values because I don't want the time anymore. Run. So we have the condition, which is cloudy. This is for, I believe, tomorrow. We have cloudy, the two temperatures, and then the precipitation chance. So we come over here. Where'd that go? There it is. Scroll down here. Whether I was actually right. So we can see when we call this get weekly weather, it's as long as it's less than 40. We're starting at 11. And we're gonna do this. This pretty much just gets the right days. But we'll do that next time. When we actually implement this page. So now, back, nope, not that one, to this one. So that gets me the weekly weather. It gets us the weekly weather. Next, let's get the current weather. Get current weather. So we're gonna do a try. We're gonna need our API key again. But this time, like I said, we need city. To secure.city. And then we need weather data. Data equals requests dot get we're gonna do https://api dot open weather map.org /data /2.5 /weather question mark q equals, and we're going to pass in city and units equals imperial and appid equals app API key. Next we're going to do weather. Come on. Weather equals a string value of weather data dot JSON. We're going to open and we're going to do weather. Pass in 0 main. And then temp equals round weather data dot JSON main, and then we're going to pass in temp. So this is going to get both the temperatures, the minimum and maximum, if I'm not mistaken. No, it gets current temperature. Next we're going to get our minimum max temps for the day. So we're going to do round, there we go, weather underscore data dot JSON. We're going to pass in main, and then we're going to pass in temp min. We're going to do max temp equals round weather data dot JSON. We're going to pass in main and then temp underscore max. Next we have accept. We're going to do weather equals error. There is a reason we're doing that. Temp equals 0. Temp, min temp equals 0. Max temp equals 0. So next we're going to do return. To return weather. Return weather temp min temp and max temp. So now we do weather comma temp. Well, just equals get current weather. We can print weather, print temp, print min temp, print max temp. Let me open up the weather app on my phone and then run this. Let's see. I've got to close this. So we have an error, which means something's going on up here. So what we're going to do is Control C, Control V, and we're going to Shift Tab that back. Alright. So there's something wrong with that line, which is line 93, which is the last one. Okay, I see it. Oops, up here. Undo. So in here I forgot to close out the dills. Now run it. So it says it's clear, 54, with the minimum temperature of 52 and 57 for the hour. So looking at the actual weather map for right now, it says clear. It shows the actual temperature to be 56, so that's pretty close. The low of 52, and then I have to find the hourly time because it shows the all day time. And a high of 57. So looks pretty much spot on, just a little off in some places, but all right. That's gonna be all for this video. In the next clip or the next video, what we're gonna do is set up a client or another one like we did for Discord that runs the speech recognition and the text to speech. And then the next video after that, we'll be starting on the Google Home. So, till next time, I will catch y'all on the flip side.